Right here, right here.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Steps away to his left. Finding room at the 30. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 34. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1%.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return. And the Browns have taken the lead. So they gave up the field goal, but boom, they get it right back. Don't even worry about getting their offense on the field. They return it on the kickoff.
So I see your 3 points.
And raise you.
And raise you 6. Double it up, coming right back at them. And if that's going to be the trade all game long, someone's going to be very happy with the end result.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive. They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone. Yeah, they'll be going for 6. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Jackson. To throw again. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions. And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Earl Thomas in on the stop. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, Mayfield. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Set, 20. Point it right, point it right, point it right. 49, check 49, check 49.
He's crashing. He's checking crack.
Run.
Check empty.
Here's Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
This time Jackson will throw it. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? That they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Todd Gurley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. $10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield dancing to his left. Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Check 31, check 31. Under 10, under 10, 10. Check.
On first down, it's Gurley. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
The tackle made by Christian Kirksey. A gain of 1. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 47-yard line.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to 4th down as well. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
It's a gain of 9.
Hey, alert!
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Hunt. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
2nd and 10. At the 32-yard line.
Push him back. Hey,
Run.
right there. 40's Mike.
Watch out!
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
What?
Hey, alert 33!
Check. Whip.
Alert!
Bang. Rush in. Wow.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get them cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Jackson. He gets it to Gurley. Complete. Past the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
Let's go. Now the wolf. Against the mic. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing is Jackson. Quick slant, caught by Moore. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
He's coming. We got double up. Check 50.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Hey, exit.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
He was brought down by Brandon Carr. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Good. 20.
Mike 40.
No getting on this defense. No getting.
Check out route. Hot. Switch.
Point it right.
Kill. Switch.
Up, Johnson.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Switch. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Go. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Now, twist. Watch the twist. Hustle.
Jackson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
King. Real. Check 26.
First down, Mayfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
First down, Browns.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Check your hot read. Watch that. Hey, alert 3. Watch out.
Hey, alert 33. Done.
On second down, it's Hunt. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Check.
Alert. Real.
Come on.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Let's go, son.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Todd Gurley, an 80-yard touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10.
25, check 25, check 25. Big dash, come, Check.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First down, Cleveland.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Mayfield finding Beckham. Odell Beckham Jr. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Watch the shit. Hey, watch this.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
17 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Jackson going to throw again. And an alley to run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns drive about to get started. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2?
Say. Watch the eye. Check 37. Check 37. Check 50. Check 50. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Crowd.
Hurry, hurry.
Check 3. Check 3. Hey, we're going Mike 40. Mike 40. Bandit.
My God.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield over the middle. That's caught by Taylor. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
Regular.
Tight dog. Slam.
My God.
Mayfield to throw it. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Mayfield now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
It's 2nd and 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Hey, alert 33. Jim. Alert.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check 13. Check 13.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation. would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Bang, 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 bang. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Why? Get out.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
58's the money. 58's the money. Get that quarterback at all costs. Hey, watch it, watch it.
This time Jackson will throw it. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Hatchet.
Here's Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's go. Get set.
And the blitz does come. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Here's Sam Cook now. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Let's go, baby. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Check. He's coming.
Run.
Check 52.
Alert.
Mike
Here's Mayfield. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Twist. Sponge. No.
Up.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no. Switch the mic right here.
He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 13. It's a first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Real. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Blue day. Check. Hot. Switch.
Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. Here's Austin Seibert now for the Browns field goal. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Here's Seibert for the Browns field goal. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. It's no good. And a tough finish to this one. Well, we were prepping for overtime up here in the booth, partner. Thought for sure we were destined for OT. And then the chip shot field goal, no good. A tough loss.
Oh, without question, because when you're saying prepping, I was locked in. I think you were too. We're going to overtime. I was already gathering my thoughts about, okay, how do we start? What happens with the coin toss? Who's going to play defense first? And I have to admit, I'm in a little bit of shock that he missed that field goal.
I'm absolutely.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. obviously. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hate cause I on the road. Why would you wanna be famous? They act like they made us. You know I'm icy in Vegas. This for the that hate us. I make a lot of new money. When it's not saying, you liking my flavor? I think it's cause I